Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waruka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutation to Yakim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and in truth. So like, yeah, got a little bit of cold, but yeah, nevertheless. So this is an article that I stumbled upon. You know, it was already like past week. It was already kind of tumult because they pushing this it's like they pushing this sodomy thing, you know, and they pushing it on the soccer players. You know, there was already some stuff going on. You know, I remember like a couple of months ago, we had this player from France, you know, who also didn't wanna wear that yeah, as a band that they put around their arm, you know, and there's one love on it, you know. And it's funny now they be pushing this for the sodomites. They've been pushing it a lot, but they never been doing it for Jake, you know, for the Jacob descendants, you know, for the so-called Negros, Latinos, and the so-called Indianos. They never been doing that, you know, and now they talking about yeah, discrimination, this and that, all lives matter, and you know all that bullshit, you know. But that's not what the scripture said. Only the life of the no, and this time it's only for the elect, you know. For the elect, the 1/3 in America and the unnumberable multitude, because the Most High has mercy on who he has mercy. So, and those who respect Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, you know, try their best to how you call that, to please him. Those are the one that the Most High cares about, you know. So let me just go in this article, and there was also I saw a dude he put a comment below, and I was like, yeah, that's a real good reaction to the article, you know, because a lot of people they want to jump on it like, yeah, you know, all lives matter, this and that, LGBTQ plus rights, this and this, blah 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 blah. It's bullshit, you know. So let me just read the article. So it's from nu.nl, which is a news platform, you know. So title is KNVB VB cancels new One Love promotion after a fuss about Koku and El Jacobi. So those were two players who refused to wear it, you know, which is basically good thing. So they were trying to make a fuss about it, but you know, yeah, the dude in the comment he said it perfectly because it's so called something that you're supposed to be doing if you want to do it, but if you don't want to do it, and that's the hypocrisy with this gay BC thing. You know, if you speak against the sodomites, then it's a problem. They're talking about free speech and this and that. You know, everybody should be free and able to do what they want, blah blah blah. But if you speak against the gay BC stuff, then you're a problem. You know, but you just need to accept all that shit. You know, while they be raping children and stuff, because that's what they do. Those sodomites, they infiltrate in schools and stuff, soccer clubs. You just name it. You know, here in Holland, you had a swim instructor, a swimming teacher. He abused a lot of children, man, and those children were mentally ill, like children with Down syndrome and you know handicaps. Those were the things that this dude was doing, man. And of course, it's an Edomite. Fucking wicked piece of shit, man. But that's what they've been doing, man. So this is I'm just going to read the article. As a result of the fuss about whether or not to wear the One Love band, the KNVB has canceled the planned action for mid-November. You know, why do you need to push it? If people, if it's a natural thing, then people would accept it by nature, right? You don't have to force it and everything. You can even turn the TV on. You see a commercial about water, there's sodomites in it. You see a commercial about clothing, there's sodomites in it. A commercial about coffee, they got sodomites in it. A commercial from diapers for babies, even there they put sodomites in it. This world's got to go, man. Esau got to go, man. He's just a goddamn devil, man. Fucking filthy piece of shit. So back to the article. The KNVB confirmed this on Friday after the reporting from the NOS. If we were to play with the One Love band again in such a short time, the emphasis will be on other things, a KNVB spokesperson said. The emphasis is too much on who does and who doesn't, while a statement should make you think. With the decision, the KNVB responds to last weekend's fuss about the One Love campaign, with which the association wants to make a statement against all forms of discrimination. Yeah, because now you want to put your gay BC in it, and and they want to make this pedophile thing legal, because now in America they calling them minor MAP. They call them minor attractive persons. So they even softer the name. No, you're a fucking kiddie raper, pedophile. That's what you are. That's it. Minor attractive person. Get the fuck out of there, man. With the which the association wants to make a statement against all forms of discriminations. Get out of there. Not all captains took part in the action. Orkun Koku from Feyenoord and Redouan El Yacoubi Excelsior refused to wear the One Love band. Koku had the tire worn by teammate Gernot Trauner during the match against AZ. When visiting Ajax, El Yacoubi wore a band with the word respect on it. After last weekend, we simply concluded that it would be not good for the campaign to repeat campaign. The repeat campaign, which was mainly an idea of ours, would distract too much from the goal, says the KNVB spokesperson. The KNVB hopes that the One Love tires will be visible again on the Dutch fields next year. The Football Association wants to organize a new action around the International Day against racism and discrimination in March. You see how fucking hypocrites these people are? So they got a International Day against racism. What did they ever do for the so-called black for the so-called black men on that day? So-called black people on that day? For the so-called Latinos, for the so-called Indianos. Did they did anything on that day, especially? No. But now they want to push the sodomites in it, and now it's an international day of against racism because all life matters. Get the fuck out of there, man. The One Love band will normally be on display before that at the World Cup, where captains Virgil van Dijk will wear the special captain's armband. According to the KNVB, it's only waiting for permission from the FIFA, from FIFA. The captains of Norway, Sweden, Denmark, England, Wales, Belgium, France, Germany, and Switzerland will also play in the global final tournament with a special band after approval from FIFA. And this comment, there's a lot of comments, but I saw this comment, and this dude, he hit these devils right on the keizer. This kind of action would be fine if you leave the choice to the people themselves. And I really mean free choice. It's unbelievable that you are almost obligated. It's not almost. That is what it is, to express support for a group in a certain way when you do not support that expression yourself. How can you still speak of support? Football players are brought into a club to play football. It cannot be the case that your club or the public determines what your opinion is about other matters, and that they also determine how and when you should express it. Let those who want to wear that belt, but don't force others to do so. That has much more impact than a compulsion. You see now, forced support is not support. That's true. He hit these devils right on the keizer, but that's what they do. This is what they do. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. They show off their countenance, thus witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe to their soul, for they have reward evil unto themselves. Yeah, they declared their sin as Sodom because Sodom was destroyed, and those five neighboring cities were destroyed for I said it for an example for everybody that would come afterwards, you know. So everybody and their mama know about Sodom and Gomorrah, you know. But yeah, that's the thing, you know. That's the thing that they be pushing right now. This fucking sodomites. And you know, the scripture also shows us that ever since these devils came into power, that's when the wickedness started. You know, it's like yeah. Let me go to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, and let me just start at verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chettium, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians, and Medes, and he reigned instead of the first, in his stead, the first over Greece. So this is when the Grecians came into power. Okay. And made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributars unto him. And after these things he fell sick. Because he became sick, I believe he died of syphilis. Alexander the Great, the creep, he died of syphilis because he was sleeping with little boys. You see that? It's in their spirit to be do this sodomy thing, you know? It's in their spirit. Let me see. Uh, 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 uh. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he calls his servants, such as were honorable and had been up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants Bel rule everyone in his place, and after his death they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So when these people came into power, that's when the wickedness started. And let me see, let me jump. I think it's the book of Jeremiah, I think. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, let me see. Yes, because this, you know, the Most I've created this devil to be wicked, you know, to be wicked. So it's in him to do evil. So he's in rulership. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9 and 24. So of course, this wicked laws is gonna be pushed. You know, back in the days they had like a Pride Day. Now they got the whole month of June. It's the Pride month. You know, you got certain cities where they got the six rainbow flag as a crossroad, you know, stuff like that. Wickedness, man. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Yeah, because the Most High has created this devil to do evil. If I go to the book of Psalms, it explains it there, you know. David, King David, he explains exactly concerning the wicked. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Yeah. And what's the blessing of Esau? What's the blessing that his father Isaac gave him? The sword. Yeah. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, they are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to the babes. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Salat, yeah. So that shows you who the wicked are. It already was clear with Cain. Cain and Abel. Cain slew Abel. You can read it for yourself. It's in the book of Genesis. You know, Cain slew Abel because he was jealous, because he did a bullshit sacrifice. That's basically what he, because back in the days, the law was oral. So the people, we did know about the law, only it was oral. When Moses came back, that's the time that the law became to written down, on tablets. And how you say that? So the law was oral. So Cain and Abel knew what they had to say, what kind of sacrifice they had to give to the Most High. But what did Cain do? Abel did a righteous sacrifice to give his firstborns. Believe the book of Leviticus speaks about it, or Deuteronomy. I always kind of mess those two books up with each other. But it explains that you need the firstborn, of your kids. You need to sacrifice it to the Most High. So I said that Abel did all these things, and Cain, he sacrificed some vegetables and stuff like that. So the Most High, of course, didn't accepted his sacrifice. So he got jealous on Abel and slew him, and then went lying about it. Which is funny. It shows you how wicked this person is, and you see it a lot nowadays. Of course, you still see it with the Edomites, but you see it also a lot with these females, man. That wickedness, that easy lying. But yeah, hey, that's gonna be put to a stop very soon, man. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 20. It's like chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Yeah, and woe means lamentation, because that's what he's doing. That is what he's doing. He's pushing this thing like it's a good thing to do. But it's beautiful. You see the sedition among people is growing. People fighting against the governments. Still shit going on in Iran. So don't forget about that. China with Taiwan. Russia with Ukraine, of course. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So which shows us that the end is very close, man. So I just gonna leave it like that. Just want to make a quick video because that article got my attention, and especially the comment that the dude made. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. Forcing people to accept this fucking sodomy. Man, bullshit. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharoka Kodash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the scriptures, among other things. A salutation to Joachim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to a few sincere sisters that try the best to please Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.